Majority Leader. I have sought recognition to comment on two subjects on the pending immigration bill. First, it is my hope that my colleagues in the Senate will focus very closely on the extraordinary problems which the United States faces today by the current status of our immigration laws, and weigh very carefully, notwithstanding any objections people may have to the pending bill, the comparison of the bill with the status quo, what is in existence at the present time, and that an ultimate decision on whether to vote for or against this bill depends upon not what we would like to have, not what would be perfect, maybe not even what would be meet the desires of the individual members, but a comparison between what bill finally emerges and the status quo, what is happening at the present time. Because what we really have in our immigration law is chaos and anarchy. We struggled through legislation in the 109th Congress, came through the Judiciary Committee, which I chaired in the 109th Congress, passed the Senate, different kind of a bill passed the House of Representatives. We could not go to conference. We did not resolve the issue, and it is back again this year. As I've said on a number of occasions on the floor, I think it probably would have been preferable to work through the committee. I think at this juncture you can strike the probably. It would have been preferable to work through the committee in regular order. And whenever we leave regular order, we get into trouble. So we structured it differently. We structured it with a hard working group of senators up to 12, sometimes a rotating group, and we came up with a bill, and we've been struggling with it on the Senate floor. And we have found objections on all sides. We have found objections on the right that it is amnesty. We have found objections on the left that it does not satisfy humanitarian needs and provide for family reunification. But we continue to push ahead. But I think it is plain that if the Senate does not come up with a bill doing the best we can now, the subject will be put off for the indefinite future. Certainly it won't come back up this year when we have a very crowded agenda on appropriations bills and patent reform and many other subjects. It is unlikely to come up next year in a presidential and congressional election year. And then we're looking at 2009, and we have no reason to expect that the issue would be any easier in 2009 than it is today, except that we would have lost more time. We also ought to bear in mind that the Senate bill is not the final product. We will yet have a House bill, we will yet have conference, and we will yet have an opportunity to meet objections which are presently lodged against the bill. So that just a word of explanation. When I tear, it's a result of chemotherapy. It's not a result of sadness on the current status of the immigration bill. There is a unity of judgment in both the House and the Senate, and I think broadly across America, that we need to reinstate the rule of law. We need to fix our broken borders. We need to have law enforcement against individuals who knowingly hire illegal immigrants. And that is a very, very major part of the pending bill. The current bill provides for increased border patrol from 12,000 to 18,000, 6,000 new people. It provides for additional fencing, although fencing was legislated in the 109th Congress. It provides for drones to fly overhead, and it provides for fencing to protect urban areas. And while you can't build a fence impenetrable along the border of more than 2,000 miles, we do cover a great deal of border protection. But no matter how secure the border is, as long as there is a magnet so that people can get jobs in the United States which pay better than other places, immigrants will be attracted. Illegal immigrants will be attracted. And that is why we have structured in this bill provisions to have foolproof identification so that employers will be able to know with certainty whether an individual is a legal or an illegal immigrant. And that being the case, if employers hire illegal immigrants knowing that they're illegal immigrants because they're in a position to make that determination, it is fair to have sanctions, and for repeat offenders, tougher sanctions, and for repeat offenders, confirmed recidivists, to have jail time, so that we will provide incentives. Law enforcement on white-collar crime is very effective as a deterrent. I've seen that from my own experience as a prosecuting attorney.